All right, welcome back to Rivals on the Pitch. Man, it feels like the first time.
It's like we got a guest on the show, huh?
Yeah, I'm here to turn it up a notch. Now that we've seen some fantastic game
game. You're talking about the Liverpool Spurs game.
Yeah. So I'm here to hear feedback, to give feedback, and I'm ready. I'm ready for it. So
I thought you weren't showing up because Arsenal hasn't been showing up.
No. All right.
So
we'll talk about it.
We got some feedback too. We're not the only ones.
Exactly.
Hey, you're not the
How
only
do you
one.
win games without scoring a goal?
Listen, it's dark arts, you know. That's all it takes. But we'll
What
talk
is this,
about
2016?
it. We'll talk about it. And welcome back again to our Christmas episode. We're gonna have to do some snowy effect on this one. But thanks for joining us again. All back and ready to kick it off as we now have the official top team by Christmas. Will it mean anything? All right. Will it
I don't know.
Will
Tell
it be
us,
just
Santa.
another?
Tell us, Santa. Does it mean anything?
Will it be just a statistic to go wrong, or we'll see?
It's Arsenal at top, so of course it's going to go wrong.
Okay. Yeah. So how are you guys feeling? Where you are now? Christmas Day.
Well, I'll go first. This is what I'm almost there where my prediction was. I thought we were going to be at the top 4. We're in the 5th position, so we're looking good. At least seems like we're going to be challenging for Champions League, but as someone who's been up there before during Christmas time and blew a 10-point lead, things can go right and things could go wrong, but there's still plenty of season left to go. But where we're standing at the moment in 5th place, with Chelsea being our only rival at the moment to get into 4th, I think it's looking good so far. I'm content, but I know it could be better, but that's for, I'll ask Santa for more this year.
All right. How about Frank the Tank's invincible away team?
Just asking Santa for,
For Cole?
a
So
whole
put
new
into the
starting
fucking train?
11, a new manager.
Tactics.
To play away all the time?
It doesn't even matter at this point. Just a little pick me upper, from Santa, if you would. New Year's resolution, maybe combine them the two. Not where we want to be. Started off strong. We've been sinking down the table since then. Was the game this weekend a turning point? Who knows? We'll get into that later on.
Could it have been if it went the other way?
I think it. Yes, I think it could have been to a certain extent, but it needs to be
the big turning point that you were hoping
a pattern.
for.
Yeah, it needs to be a pattern. When we beat Brentford, we're like, okay, is this it? And I was like, you know what? Until we see this consistency or see these results consistently, then maybe. But there's still hope. I mean, there's still hope. There's plenty of season left. We can go on one of those Aston Villa runs, and who knows where we'd be. I'm not saying, we can maybe contend for a top 4, maybe sitting right outside those top 4.
Yeah.
But it's not looking good, and I don't know what the answer is that we need to turn it around.
The answer.
And so that's it.
Answer.
So that's it for today, and thank you for joining us.
So,
so you guys want to see Big Ange back?
We never wanted him gone.
Because the whole comparison is Ange and Frank at this point of the season, and it's almost neck and neck. Just Ange is by like a hair ahead, but that's it.
Yeah, and he had more injuries to deal with. So,
oh yeah, and he didn't have.
I'm not here to be the shield. I'm not here to be a shield for Thomas Frank. So
you're gonna derail the train.
Is what it is. Hey, sometimes you know, and you gotta,
You didn't know
yep.
last game when I was telling you.
We'll get into that. How do you feel? Because we've been having questions. We've been
Me?
we had questions piled up for you, and
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
say
let's
this.
introduce our special guest for, he's new to the show. There you go. Pat,
So-
he's an Arsenal fan, so you know.
I'll say this much. The lead that we had built, to me, when we started kind of get a little shaky, the draw against Chelsea, and I think we drew again after that, and then the loss to Aston Villa. I wasn't super like getting nervous about it, because to me it was try to get a decent lead before Christmas, try to get to first before Christmas. So to me, this is still like the going up on the roller coaster. I think once we start the new year after the transfer windows, when everything starts going downhill, you need to start then whatever lead you had, keep it. So to me, I wasn't getting super nervous, but what really is getting to me is just the way that we're playing.
Yeah.
Because we are dominating games just like we had been, but the ball just doesn't want to go in the back of the net. Teams are sitting lower and lower in that low block, and it's really starting to frustrate us. And it's hard to because you want to give a team a little bit of space for them to come out, and then we've been getting caught out like we did at the Wolves game, and the teams will get one chance and they'll put it away. I will say we definitely see a little bit less structure at the back without Saliba and without Gabriel. I know Saliba just came back from injury, so the team has been looking better. Despite the way that Wolves game went, we were the better team, and the own goal we're really just the result of relentless
Own
pressure that we were
goals.
putting on.
Oh, but when it comes to
Two own
Tottenham,
goals.
it's like, oh, you can't do it on your own.
But
Yeah,
if it was a final, I'd
Funny
be like,
how
yeah, we got
the
it.
tables turn, huh?
Yeah.
The narrative
And you
changes.
couldn't score against the worst team of the league, and maybe in history,
Listen,
because it's at
it
home
wasn't-
at the Emirates.
Listen, if it wasn't, I think if the defenders hadn't gotten into that position where they were, it would have been tap-ins. Both of those goals would have been tap-ins. But defenders tried to get in the way, and then they couldn't control it because that was just the way it worked out for the whole game. We were just tossing the ball in, and it was just going all over, just except the back of the net. I don't think the defenders were able to cope, and then they started making mistakes. So I think it's just a prize for the pressure that we put teams under. But yeah, I mean, definitely would have liked to have seen more convincing score lines after these games. I mean, it's not convincing when it comes to these, because they could have might as well not happen. You know what I mean? So that's the part that makes me a little nervous. Not so much the points on the board right now. That's it could look completely different in another month. So
that's what kind of we were talking about when you weren't here. For the 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months.
Because we did see that Arsenal lead start shrinking, right, to a point where Manchester City was. I know it's dumb when people are like, "Oh, Man City's in first place now," but it's like, yeah, because they played an extra game, but that does show how close of a race it is on top.
Oh yeah.
So I was wanting to ask, like, how do you I guess you kind of answered it though, but seeing that lead dwindle down to just less than a game, you're 2 points ahead, and then you start seeing, on top of that, you start seeing these performances against Wolves, against Aston Villa, and who you guys just beat on penalties?
Everton.
Crystal Palace.
No, that was Crystal Palace.
Not Crystal
Palace.
That
was in the FA Cup, but Everton they just won
Everton,
by a penalty.
Oh, yeah.
The Gyökeres penalty kick
Again.
So it's like, do you think you're losing steam, or you think it's just a little?
I just
patch?
think teams they know. It's almost weird because I think all of this is not so much to do with Arsenal. It just has to do with City, and I don't understand anyone who is surprised by what City are doing right now, because they did it 5 years in a row and won 5 Premier Leagues back to back.
I don't think it's a surprise because we don't think they can do it. It's just a surprise of how 180 their form can change. where they can go from
Yeah,
losing 5
exactly.
in straight and then winning 6 in a row, and you're like, okay, where did this come from? You know,
I
but
feel like they just needed a little bit of time to click. I mean, they almost have it in time. We said last season it was due to a lot of aging players.
the
Rodri,
midfield.
Ronaldo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne on the left. And now they have an entire basically new midfield. And I think they just needed to click, and now they're clicking. I mean, we know that they can scout. We know that they've
Yeah,
picked
you
up
don't need to
players
scout
almost.
when you got money to spend.
they might
but
end up with Semenyo.
So yeah, exactly. So I think they've gotten to the point where now they don't need to spend the money that they have spent before because players just want to go there.
Yeah.
I mean, what they
And
paid
look
for
at their back
Shirky,
line.
what they
There's
paid for
like Rico
Marmouche,
Lewis,
30. It was like
these
only
young
like 30.
kids that are Phil
it
Foden.
was
They're
cheap
young
money.
and they're still playing.
Savinho. So
Yeah.
Savinho is a player that would start for Tottenham, and he's on the bench at City, and they paid nothing for him. You know what I mean?
But now
So-
he's going to be
He
on the
might
open
be.
market.
Yeah. So that's the kind of thing I'm saying. I think they just needed to click because they weren't bad players that they got. They weren't. No one's a flop in that team really. So it goes to show. I mean, they got rid of Grealish, like I said, Kevin De Bruyne. What's this other?
Is Gondua still there? Or
No, he left as well.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
he did.
So
I never knew it was
they
important back in the day.
So, like I said, I never expected to go undefeated because in the Premier League, because no one other team has done it since that Arsenal team. So I'm not surprised. You know, we were going
Always
to
have
lose
to bring
games.
it up.
I know. That's
But
the
we
only
were
thing
gonna
they
draw
got.
games.
That's
We were
Yeah.
going to draw games. We were going to lose games, and I don't think it's so much to do with us. I think it has more to do with the way City, you know, have these great runs. You know what I mean?
I think it's
But
both.
speaking of
'Cause
a
look
great
at Austin
run-
Villa's also.
There you go. Aston Villa,
You
great
know.
run
Yeah.
right there.
But they had a
we
terrible start.
caught everybody
Yeah.
by surprise. I forgot they were even in the
So-
lead because they were in bad form, and now look, they're in third
Yeah,
place,
for real.
3
Out of
points off.
nowhere. I
of
think they won
Arsenal.
like 7 or 8 in a row or something.
10.
10 in a row.
Yep.
and
that's
without
an
the help
Emery.
of their forwards, all midfield,
Yeah, for
and,
real.
Yeah, Morgan Rogers. He's on fire.
yeah,
right
there
now.
you go, Rogers, bro,
Should've
showing
bought him.
up.
So another thing I wanted to ask, and the head brought it up. You always say, "Oh, Arsenal wants it more. Arsenal plays." It's like they feed off of this underdog story. Do you think being on top for this long is gonna come to bite you guys in the butt? Because it's like you're no longer
Yeah.
playing as the underdog. You're expected to at this point win the league. Do you think there's something there where it's like we can't use this underdog story as a
You can't. With that, look at the window they
motivation?
had. Eze, Nkapie, all these players that they bought.
But at the same time, we weren't buying like crazy, like, you know, star-studded $100 million players. I mean, we have one player that we bought for $100 million, which was Rice. And I think he's been worth the money. I think he shows it every single
No,
game.
yeah,
He was
but
like
yeah,
150.
he has been.
But I think we did do good business because we filled the gaps that we needed. I mean, Nkapie and I mean, he's already started
Mosquera.
games. Mosquera, he got injured, but like I said, the depth is coming in handy. And like I said, it does still like slow you down a little bit when you can't make the subs that you want to make, but we're still able to start pretty solid teams. Like today we played against Palace. We were able to rotate almost the entire team. We had Ariza Balaga in goal. I mean, that's a pretty good goalkeeper to have on your bench. And we had Gabriel Jesus back. He played up in striker. Norgard, who's an experienced defensive midfielder. So
Wait, what happened to Kepa?
yeah, Kepa, Ariza Balaga.
That's his last name.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Oh,
I was thinking someone else. Sorry. Oopsies.
Oh, sorry, I didn't say it right. Aretha Balaga. There we go. But yeah, so like I said, the depth is coming in very useful because we've had a lot of injuries, but we're coping with it, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like I said, the Wolves game, the Everton game, you know, not the prettiest wins, not the most convincing wins, is not the 5-0s, you know, with Wolves everyone was expecting a 5-6-0 game. Now we just barely got over the line. We do have a lot of injuries and we're able to just barely get over the line when we don't have our best defensive midfielder, you know. Yeah, so like I said, I'm not shaky yet. We'll see how, you know, if we start losing games.
And that's what we talked
and-
about. You
yeah.
got a rough stretch of games coming up because these are teams that you've likely dropped points against. So
Yeah,
it's
Everton was
sort
the
of thinking of like maybe mentally, oh, we might drop points again, or you're going to go on a revenge
right.
tour. But at the moment, any points that you do drop, that's just opening for Man City and for Aston Villa to just
I mean, yeah, it's a
take
race.
the lead.
It's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Race is on.
we did say
Before
this
it
one was
was-
going to be close, and it's
Yeah.
2 points right now, midway. So yeah, it's definitely exciting for the neutral. For the Arsenal fans, make sure you get your blood pressure checked.
Right.
Maybe take your
Oh, yeah.
anti.
Take it
Anxiety
easy on
medication.
the Christmas dinners
Make sure your
and
cholesterol's up to
snack.
shape. No
Yeah,
heart
there you
attacks.
go.
So
exactly.
but we'll see. Another frustrating game today in the Carabao Cup. We were ripping Crystal Palace apart. I mean, Martinelli looked like prime Ronaldinho, and we just barely got one own goal again, and then they tied it up at the very end. We went down to penalties, and we made it through in penalties. So we had to start. Gyökeres did not play, so I feel like he probably could have netted a couple, but he didn't play. Got to rest him, But
Got to
The
rest him so he
dog
doesn't
snoring
score.
the dog snoring is a lot louder.
yeah,
It's because they're Arsenal puts him to sleep. I'm sorry, he's tired of all these excuses and everything of Arsenal talk.
I know. He's
Here we
tired
go.
of just always being on the top. So
But yeah,
Oh.
so from what I read today, the latest and greatest maybe is that Semenyo has agreed or has called everybody and said, I want to join City. I can't remember who it was that I read. I think it was
Is it a reliable source?
David
'Cause-
Orstein or
Orstein, yeah.
Fabrizio, or maybe both. But I guess
Because Chelsea
Semenyo's-
were the only other team in the race, and I think they dropped out.
Tottenham and Chelsea dropped out.
Well, he
But that's the
rejected
thing. It's like
Tottenham,
social
right?
media is so weird because I've heard that, like I was
Possibly.
discussing with Alan before, like Liverpool, Semenyo said he was going for Liverpool. They agreed on terms, but until everything is signed and comes out, directly from then,
Yeah, until
that,
he
we
shows up in
won't
that kit, you never know.
Yeah.
Trust.
I'd be
Yeah,
less
exactly.
surprised if he ended up at Arsenal.
Yeah, but
I mean, if he was
but
going,
City,
if he was
though,
rumored to go into Spurs, then he would go to Arsenal because that's what
Sure.
everyone does. But
if,
luckily he knows that.
If he does end up in City, that might be a good thing for at least.
For who though?
Because you'll
I
get
mean,
Savinho.
Doku.
Yeah.
Savinho.
I mean-
they already put him on the market, regardless.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like he might be, but then again, I don't know. I feel like we have we want a player of a different. I want a player of kind of a little bit of a different profile. I mean, Savinho's good, but is he? What levels is he going to reach? Because it's all right now. It's kind of very much. He could reach this level. He could be this player. He could that. I was like, we're tired of that. Like that's all we have. The midfield we have right now because we're relying on what these players could be in the future, right? And
And like you
Semenyo was
said,
someone that brought.
And if they're on an island, if Semenyo's on an
Yeah.
island, how is he going to get the ball? I mean, not
Exactly.
Semenyo, Savinho. If he's in the island, then
Well,
it's
'cause
a
then-
waste to get him.
He's gonna be that dribbler that can penetrate there by himself, but I don't know. This
that's
season
up to
is
Frank.
it's hurting us in more ways than we know. Not that saying I'm like the mastermind. I know what's going on, but
Yeah.
like I said, a lot of this stuff isn't just we come in this place on the table. We're doing this. Depending how you play is going to attract certain players or unattract certain players, and it's.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what's happening right now. So
Yeah.
yeah, bring
I mean,
back
okay.
Hinge.
So let's get into some transfer windows because there's not been a lot of rumors. Semenyo clearly being top of that
Yeah.
rumor list right now. Savinho possibly being put up for available for transfer. So what do your teams need? Like what's at the top of the list of Santa?
I thought we were gonna do this next episode, but we can get into
Okay.
it
Well,
right now.
he's the guest. We'll let him have a free pass.
Yeah,
If
you were
we don't
here,
know
you
when he's
would've
going to show
known.
up again.
Okay.
Yeah,
He might not be here next week.
we'll go into more detail next week, but we can start off right now.
Yeah.
All right, go, Alan.
I'll go real quick
Go
then.
hit us
Then
with
I'll
your
go.
Spurs truckload of
Well, how about instead of just
wants.
telling me, instead of telling us like what you need, pick one player right now that you would pay money for that would
He's gonna go for a
significantly improve
coach.
your squad. One player.
Coach Zidane.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking of the opposite, giving you the position and then next week giving you the players. But
Okay.
no, I'm sure that we'll need to talk about this next time, anyways. Right now, and as much as it sucks, I think Semenyo will be the player that I think would have been.
But even though he said, even though you guys dropped out of it, I would go with someone else because it's basically known that he's
No,
not
but
gonna
that's the
go.
player that if I had a choice, just because of the hole that he will fill for us, our
Hot.
forwards,
No,
our the holes he'll fill for us, what he could provide.
No, I get it.
What is
Oh,
it?
my
Is this a
bad,
butthole joke?
Sorry, he's old. These jokes get to him real quick.
Yeah.
So, but on the left side, we have, this gaping hole.
All right, Kyle, let's go with what your Christmas list is.
So on the left side, we need help on the left side. Like I said, we've been experimenting so much on the left side with Metastel, Orbear. Sometimes you have Brandon Johnson playing the left, and who knows? People are saying, we got to bring Kudos to the left and see how that pans out. So there's just a lot of uncertainties. There's a lot of just potential that we're missing from that left hand side that I think could help us, see some of these games out. Being more of a threat offensively on the attacking, and I think he checks a lot of boxes. Obviously, if he says I don't want to go Tottenham, then we don't want him. Not in a bad way, but like, why would you want a player who doesn't want to be there? That's just toxic. And but like I said, his profile, what he's doing right now with Bournemouth, he just looks very instinctive. That dude, give him enough space, and he's gonna put it, on that back post. He just
in the
has
hole.
of
You do have to kind of, well, I guess it's more of like hypothetical. Had he gone to Tottenham at the beginning of the season, right now maybe you might need him most, and he would be at AFCON. So just
no, he's not. He wouldn't.
Oh, he's not.
He's not, because Kudos is they're both from Ghana and they're not in AFCON.
Oh,
but who knows who he would have been, right? Like the summer, I think we were looking at him, but we decided to not pursue him, and now all of a sudden, maybe we should blame this on Daniel Levy. We decided not to pursue him, not spend the money, and now here we are in December, panicking, or not panicking, but like I'm sure we offered him a whole lot, and he still said no, thank you.
Yeah.
Maybe we could have gotten him before he realized how shitty we were. That would have helped us. But no, we showed our ass, and now he decides.
Fucking contract, so it would have been too late for him.
Exactly, got you good fucker. Now you can't leave.
You could take us from 17th
Chelsea
to
8-year
15th.
contract. Why not?
All right, how about for Liverpool? One player.
I think I've mentioned it before. Marquez.
Okay, he scored today against Arsenal.
I know he did score. So far, I've mentioned many times that defensively we're not sound. We're conceding a lot of goals. Virgil isn't the same, but Konate has had a bigger drop in form. And I would think we were looking at him before the window closed, but I don't know why we did business late, try to get him. I think that is who we'd go for. But then the Isak injury came in, and then we're talking about getting a striker. But I think defense, if you can at least get a draw, that at least is a point, and it keeps you going up the table at least. So I would go with
sell you
Marquez.
Richarlison.
No, I don't want that.
Okay. I think he hates you guys anyways from Everton.
I know he does.
I was gonna say
Marquez.
Isak injury. That has to be the most unlucky thing, right? Because it's not like, I know he's been noted as an injury-prone player, but that was clearly just
that tackle.
It was the tackle, yeah.
And I was discussing with Ellen before. It wasn't like a malicious tackle. It wasn't like he was so late to it. It was like a perfectly timed tackle. It was just like a couple seconds off, but it was just, I wouldn't say it was almost like a scissor tackle, which is like, banned. But it was just a freak accident that happens. I mean, it was, like I said, no ill intent over it. It was just trying to get the ball, but it was just Isak just hit it off before he can get the tackle in, and look at those legs, man. I think Isaac's got to go to the gym and never skip leg day. Work on your legs, bro. That's it. Forget the upper body. Just work on leg day. But yeah, I mean, I know that's something we discussed. I mean, maybe for this window, look at a striker, but I think regardless, I would take defense a priority over
Okay, that's
striker.
What I was going to ask with this clear injury, probably out for months. All right.
Yeah,
because you have Ekatike.
we have Gapo still. We have
Yeah,
Chiesa.
but if Ekatike is injured,
yeah, and then Salah comes back after AFCON. We have Rio as well. He'll come back. Trust me, he'll come back. No,
Yeah,
but
to
I
pick up
think
his
we're
stuff.
pretty fine. But I think first priority, get a defender. And then if something is available, like we were talking about Semenyo, we know his buyout clause. Then depending on rumors, he did say he wanted to go to Liverpool, but then there's also talk about him going to what's it called, Man City or whatever. We'll see. But I would say Gay first, and then after that we can discuss other business, but defending first.
All right. As far as for Arsenal, I think we're getting. Nah, I mean we're getting players back. Kai Havertz is back in training. Jesus is starting to get more minutes, and I know Gyökeres was out injured as well, so he's still just getting up to fitness. But we're starting to get players back, so I honestly don't think I don't think we need anything this transfer window. However, if you wanted to get ahead of the game, I would say I would get either someone for the left wing. I thought Semenyo would be a good fit. I have a feeling either Martinelli or Trossard are not going to be staying after this summer.
I can see Trossard going.
Yeah, I mean,
even though he's
older, he's a finished product. You can get money for him.
Yeah.
I mean, Trossard, I feel like at Tottenham, he starts. At Chelsea, he starts over Garnacho. Villa, maybe.
But Trossard has been so much more, has had a bit better impact than Martinelli.
He has, yeah.
But I understand,
you know,
you got to sell him at,
But I think you got to look at the ceilings too of each player.
Exactly, yeah.
But then again, Martinelli, he has glimpse of, like you said, like today's game, he looked like prime Ronaldo, but that's just glimpse. He has those days, but then most of the days he's just, subpar. And it depends. It's either sell your veteran or sell someone who's younger and maybe get a higher, more money for him. But at that end, it's up to you though. But I mean, Trossard has been so much more clutch than Martinelli at this moment.
Absolutely.
He came in important goals. He's a big time player for you guys so far, but I mean, it depends. Whatever, it's up to Arsenal.
If it wasn't for Declan Rice, I would say Trossard is by far right now our player of the season for Arsenal. The only other thing I say is I know Norgard is also up there, and I know he's kind of just brought in with experience to cover while Zubimendi's getting adjusted to the league. Almost there like as a safety net if he gets injured. So that's another area we'll have to cover sooner rather than later. I would love to have Wharton from Crystal Palace
too.
Everybody was
real good. He's
that's everyone's wish list.
Oh yeah, I would love to have him and to play next. Because listen, when we got Caicedo, a lot of people. When we got Rice, everyone was saying who should we go for, Rice or Caicedo, because they're about the same price. And then I remember reading an article that said that Arteta wanted both of them, and it makes sense because Rice ended up coming as a defensive midfielder, and now he's playing like a number 8 role. Him and Caicedo next to each other would have been phenomenal. So if you can get somebody next to Rice who has like that ceiling, he's clearly that player's clearly going to go somewhere much bigger.
And who do you want
soon.
mentoring Wharton? Someone like a Declan Rice,
Exactly.
I mean, and
Bentancur.
So
it makes sense. That's everyone's wish list.
Who do you get rid of? One player.
Well, just one?
Frank.
Yeah.
I would get rid of these players because of we can get money off of them. Sometimes players just don't fit a system. Sometimes players are just very like systematic players that they only fit a certain shoe, and it's you switch coaching staffs and they don't get playing time. Brennan Johnson right now, I think what he offers, it's kind of difficult. I kind of want to see him in that 9 role, that striker role. But on the right, when he's on, he doesn't offer all that much. Under Ange's system, he was perfect. That he needs to be where he needs to be to score. So he might be up there. Basuma for sure. I don't that
I
dude.
thought
He
that
has
was
so
going to be
much
the
promise.
first one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think because I don't think about it because he's injured and we haven't seen him play at all this season. So he's practically been gone.
But yeah, he's getting paid, so might as well get him off the wages and use that
right.
to get someone else.
I kind of want Richarlison, but just so that we can bring someone in, maybe
room.
that's signing Kolomwani, or maybe supplementing someone else that can play alongside Solanke. His track record right now with injuries is ridiculous. Let's see, Bentancur, he could go.
Yo,
That's
we
a
said
lot of-
one
that's a
person.
lot of
Yo, we
players.
said one.
That's what I'm saying.
We said
That's
one.
what I'm saying. These are
Buy one, get 5 free.
exactly. But this is some people that we
Christmas
can
special.
upgrade. If we get rid of 3, then we can bring in one good player. Then, heck, I'll take it.
How about for Liverpool?
Honestly,
Wait, no,
I
you had to
wouldn't
settle on
s-
one though. Hold on, you got to settle on one.
Bissouma.
Okay,
That's obvious.
Bissouma.
But he's almost gone.
okay.
I don't know. For me, I would say Konate, but he's sort of gotten back up in form a little bit these past games. Because I mean, left back, right back, we're fine. The midfield, I wouldn't change anyone. I like Wataru Endo. He can come in. Curtis Jones is great.
Presley Jones.
Salah. I think everyone up front. I think everyone is good. I just think based on the form that Konate has had this season, making mistakes that are leading to goals, and he had, even though Virgil van Dijk's form has dropped as well, but Konate's has dropped significantly more. Yeah, I would probably go with Konate. I mean, he, with all these rumors that him going to Real Madrid, might as well sell him than go for free.
Yeah.
And then we could have got Mark Gay with that money and maybe another defender. But yeah, out of everyone, just Konate. I mean, yeah, Konate. We'll go with that.
All right, fastest time. All right,
Go ahead.
for me, for me,
Saka,
no
because he
one's-
hasn't done shit this season.
nah, he's. I mean, he assisted.
Gyökeres?
How many times? Sheesh.
He only, it's like
Nah.
2 times. He had like his first assist out of a year from like.
No, I mean both of the own goals against Wolves, they were his crosses. So, I mean, I think he creates a
Oh.
lot. But I would say probably
Gabriel.
Martinelli.
Gabriel Jesus. Yeah, I think that might be it right
Oh.
there. I think unless he starts like shifting to the wings and we get rid of someone on the wings, I think he's and he's
can't
one of my
pick
favorites too.
Jesus,
Hurts to
bro.
say, but I think
Not around
yeah.
Christmas. You can't pick
Yeah, not on his
Jesus around
birthday. Oh,
Christmas.
man.
Yeah.
He's one of your favorites? Really?
Yeah, he's just like so charismatic,
Mm.
When Arsenal first started making runs at the title, like him and Zinchenko were the first players that we really brought in that kind of feel like start to change the team mentality.
Sparked it.
And
Yeah.
yeah, so it's kind of like a fan favorite. But I think he's gonna be the first on the chopping block come this summer, if not this
Summer?
winter. Yeah, if not this
Okay.
winter.
You think anybody leaves this winter for you guys?
Possibly him. I also could see us sending maybe Wanyeri or Max Dowman on loan somewhere.
I mean,
Guarnieri
has been the
yeah.
talk of it. Oh no, Skelly and
Him too.
And Guarnieri has been talks because I think they re-signed gave him a contract extension with hopes that he was gonna be playing more, and then he
Yeah.
hasn't. So I think there's talks about maybe going on a loan or maybe a forced move, but whatever, permanent move.
I would send them on loan for sure.
Yeah, alone.
Lewis Kelly, I don't think so. He's been playing Champions League because we have to have a certain amount of English players. So he Calafiori typically sits that one out. So he's been playing Champions League. So I don't see him going anywhere. We have 2 players for that position. That's it. And I know that Incapie can kind of play left back as well, and he has. Calafiori has played center back as well. So having these flexible players helps a ton. But if you go position, we only have Calafiori and Lewis Skelly. So I don't see him going anywhere. But Nwaneri, definitely, I feel like he's going to end up on loan somewhere. But as far as cutting anybody, I feel like Jesus is going to be the first one.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be
He might
surprised.
make it rain. May
I'll
flood
be
you over
surprised
there,
if
bro.
there's
Noah's
any
Ark
movement
over
from
there.
Arsenal this this transfer window.
Yeah.
Either that's whether outgoings or ingoings. I feel like they're
It's going to be quiet.
steadfast on what the team they have now. So it's like,
Yeah. What if Semenyo ends up at Forest? What would you do, Alan?
was that?
What if Semenyo ends up at Forest? What would you do?
Good luck. A good hypothetical.
I hope so. I hope so.
Because he wouldn't go to your rivals. Whatever.
Yeah, just don't go to the. Never mind. Let me not joke around because then
it'll happen.
the authorities.
Go ahead, finish the joke. Finish the
No,
joke.
because it's a joke, but then it'll be taken seriously. No, I mean he ends up in Forest, and that's fine. If he wants to be on a relegated team, that's his choice.
Wow, that's crazy talk for someone who's sitting 14th right now.
Yep, it's okay. It's okay. Hey,
right.
We can come in 17th and still come home with a trophy. So 17th and a parade. When does that have been?
Oh,
Only we can do it. Only we can do it.
I wouldn't brag about that. But there you go.
All right. So should we dive
Our
into the games?
wishful
I feel like we
Christmas
have
list.
to talk about. We have to talk about the highlight game. I feel like we have to talk about it. A lot of
I've
crazy
been
moments.
waiting
Yeah.
for it.
I've been waiting for this moment too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you got a great.
And that's
great
an episode.
All right. So Tottenham at home hosting the champions Liverpool.
Champions, that fooled me.
Oh wow.
Oh, sorry, the champions of Europe B hosting the walkathon of the Premier League champions.
Don't worry.
So
Pat won't be a champion this season. That's for sure.
Okay. Clip it.
Well, I mean, are you sure? Clip it when it's Arsenal win. Of course, you'll make a diss track, but when everyone else does, you won't. There you go.
I was
Undefeated
clipped
against
already,
the rivals.
so-
It's only when you beat only when it's 11-11.
Yeah, exactly. And there's two
When you
own
beat-
goals or
maybe-
something. Then he'll make a, clip.
No, so you only get a diss track when you beat a 11-man team. Not a 9-man team.
Love the
now you're
sparks
saying
already.
nine man was in the last minutes of the game. But all right, that's fine.
I want to
Well,
hear
in that case,
how you
let's-
watch this game, Randy.
Let
let's
the
see
loser
how
go
you interpret
first.
this.
Let
No,
the
go
loser
ahead.
go
I want to
first.
hear.
What?
I want to hear what you have to say. I'm interested.
All
You're
right, so
interested?
Liverpool
Fuck.
take on a 9-man Tottenham and only win 2-1. Is that better, Ellen?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they
when
barely.
did they start
barely
playing?
hold on. They barely hold on to a 1 point lead. Sweating. They had like 10 men in the box.
Wait, hold on. Randy, were your cheeks clenched at the end of the game? Towards the end of this game?
No. I told Alan I turned it off, and then I was like, "Wait, what the hell? It's 1-0. I mean, 1-2-1." I'm like,
There was
whatever.
like 3
We'll write it
chances
out.
we had at the very end.
Yeah,
Three
very
chances.
close.
Yeah, I thought Richarlison was going to come through, and that was going to be a 2-2, and my predictions were going to be right.
I
You
wanted that
wish,
shirt to
bro.
come off.
Mine or his?
He learned. He
Oh,
learned. He
God,
learned
his-
his lesson. He knows if he takes it off, we would score the winning goal regardless. But I mean, whatever.
okay.
I've discussed with Alan before that Xavi Simons red card. I don't think was a red card.
Okay.
I mean, whatever. The officiating was mediocre. It wasn't the best. But like I said, sometimes happens. But our goals that we scored, they had nothing to do with the ref. It was just being at the right spot at the right time. Isaac finally gets an assist from Verts, who double 16 or 016, whatever you want to call it. But he got his assist. And it was just, we discussed it, that Van der Ven tackle. It was nothing malicious, but it was a little bit, a little late. But Isaac got his goal. And then Ugo with the nice header
Push
from
off.
Frimpong. Oh, push off. Oh, I thought I thought if Romero was the top 5 defender, he wouldn't be pushed off so easily. But that's fine. But a nice header from Ekitike to score. 2-0. We were fine. And like I said, 2-0 is the worst score to have in football. You get too complacent, you get too comfortable, and then Richarlison, he's the owner of like chaos. He scores a goal, gives them a little bit of hope, but that's it, just it. And after that, he does nothing else.
That was more than
It's
just
typical
hope.
Spurs. Losing at home.
Okay.
Yes, you said it was a 9-man Spurs team, but you guys went 9 men in the 95th minute. So you can't use that excuse. You were playing with 9 men.
No, it was
yes,
less. There were still like 6-9 minutes still left.
It was about 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Whatever, but still, at that point, you can't say you're like
and Liverpool
you
was
played.
sweating.
Yeah, whatever.
But you guys couldn't hold on
to
to possession. It was sloppy on possession. You guys
but
couldn't
that's
get
how
past
we've
your
been
own
this.
half.
That's how we've
Yeah,
been.
so it's
this
nothing
season.
to be glorified. You can't say you guys won this game. You guys just saw this game
so
out.
2-1 isn't a win. Yes, we won. We scored goals, and we've.
There's
done
a lot
what
of
we had
games
to
where
do.
I'm like, you know what, we didn't deserve to win that, but this is one I could say we did not. Maybe not win it, but we deserved the equalizer on that one.
Maybe you did, but that's the way with soccer. Sometimes it's the game. Let's be honest.
But
like I said,
what
you
all
guys
I'm saying
have
is nothing to.
It's
nothing for Liverpool to puff out their chest, because this was horrible. I'm just saying
it was horrible. I mean, maybe once we scored 2 goals, it was horrible after that. But before we were attacking, we were playing well. Then we had injuries. Frimpong was it subs. He came on and then he got injured. Isak was injured. Szoboszlai got his 5th yellow card, so he's going to be suspended. Like I said, 2-0 is like the worst score. And it shows. And like I've said, defensively, we haven't been well. To hold off and get a win, at least we scored goals. We didn't get own goals. But, it's the point. That's the thing. At the end of the day, we won. We have a little streak. We're in 5th place. We take what we can at this point. A win's a win. Even if it's ugly, we got to win away. And that's what counts. I mean, yeah, Richarlison gave you a little bit of hope. But who are you going to rely on? Who is going to be the extra one to get you that second goal?
I don't know. Maybe the 2 players that weren't on the field.
What, Romero? You thought he was going to give you another bicycle kick?
If this was a whole match where it was 11-11, I think we would have taken this game easily. And that's from what I saw in the first. Yeah, from what I saw, we held possession better. You guys were playing sloppy. It wasn't a great game. Don't get me wrong. We were both.
I know it wasn't a great game at all.
We were the less smelly shit of the 2, right? The officiating was
the thing
horrible.
is, to a certain point, I know. To a certain point, we never know what's going to happen. You could have been great 11-11, and then the second half, we might have made changes, and then you could have been the smelly shit. But we would never know.
No, you guys stunk all the way to the end. I'm sorry.
So I have to say, just because I do think Liverpool kind of, they weren't great, but they still did what they needed to do to get those 2 goals. I think after the 2 goals, Tottenham were the better team. They got the goal, and then they were very close to scoring. Richarlison got 1 goal, and then he could have had another 2 that he just missed.
Yeah.
I will say, like I said before, that's what it's like sometimes when you're playing a team that's a man down. That's what it's like when Chelsea went down a man against Arsenal at the Bridge. It changes the game, and it actually sometimes makes it harder for Arsenal, because then you have to go and break a team down that says they're happy with the point, and they just don't want to lose, and then they'll hit you on the counter, so they make you more vulnerable in that sense. So I think at that point, Tottenham was the better team because they had nothing to lose, and they were throwing everything on the grill.
But at the same time, when you can counter, you can counter easily.
We're going to go defend.
Yeah, but you can easily counter a 9-man team. And you guys were trying to, but you guys weren't.
Tottenham was pushing high. A ball over the top would have done them. And
but you couldn't hold
Liverpool
possession.
couldn't get out. Yeah. So
but like I said, that's
at
the
the same
We've
time,
been sloppy this whole season defensively, and it's just whatever. At the end of the day, I wasn't proud of it, but a win's a win, and that's what we've discussed before. Either it's luck. That's what champions do, where they find a way to win, even if it's sloppy or if it's convincing. We were able to get
Or
a
with the
win
refs' help.
away. Whatever. Okay, the refs help. The refs have been shit.
Listen. That in the beginning of the game, Spence went down the.
Oh no, I know we talked about it. Yeah, I don't know, but that's what you're gonna blame me for that. It's
no, but
the ref has made the call.
That's what I'm saying. So he's inside the Liverpool box, shoulder to shoulder with Connor Bradley. He falls down, and then we get penalized. Okay, so you just set the tone on how you're gonna ref this game, right? You're giving all these easy penalties, and then all of a sudden, when Ekitike pushes off of Romero, sure, an isolated event, got it. I'm not gonna call it. Don't call it. But when you're officiating the whole match a certain way, and then when it comes to that, you're not going to call it. To me, that's fishy. And that Connor Bradley Spence opportunity could have easily ended up with the ball in the back of the net. Who knows? Maybe not. But still, there was an opportunity there that was taken away.
And like I said, the Xavi red card wasn't for me a red card. It was a yellow, the max. But at the end of the day, I'm not saying, oh, that was a deserved red card. I agree. The refereeing, officiating was shit. But what can we do about it?
Awful.
It was done. Liverpool tried, and we took advantage of a man down and scored 2 goals. And then because we were 2 up, you get complacent, you get so relaxed.
Exactly.
And
so I'm not going to sit here
and
act like this game wasn't something that I can't be proud of. I feel like I can't sit here and be like, oh, that was a bad showing. No, I think we deserve the equalizer. We're playing against all these odds, like you said, with the ref. We're playing against that.
You're great to get a goal.
A silly Romero, he barely even, the whole incident with him and Kanate to get that second yellow was just, to me, it was ridiculous. Super soft. You're calling all these calls, but when it comes to Tottenham, you kind of turn a blind eye. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I got to say, just as an unbiased... because I did.
I'm not going to say it's not a yellow, but I'm saying if you're going to call that, then why don't you call the second goal with the push?
Because listen, no. Hold on.
Okay, here we go.
Because remember, this same thing happened when Arsenal, and I'm only putting.
Of course, he's going to bring Arsenal.
Van Dijk did the same tackle on Javi or on Solanke last season, and no red card was given. So
that's last season.
We can't talk about consistency
but
here.
It has to be
examples.
Remember when we played Newcastle away and Voltemada pushed Gabriel Jesus and you guys both said, oh, he went down too easy. And I said, I agree. You got to expect the contact, even if it's 2 hands in the back, and that's supposedly a foul. It's 2 hands push on the back is a foul. But they didn't give that foul, and they didn't give it the season before either because Bruno Guimaraes did the same thing when they scored an equalizer that ended up costing us the title in the end. But just this season, you guys both said 2 hands on the back, he went down too easy. And I feel like for Romero, he went down too easy. He was looking for the foul.
That's what even the pundits say. They're looking at it and they're saying,
okay, that's what I'm saying. I said in an isolated moment, that doesn't, I get it.
Everyone's opinion.
When it's an isolated moment, I understand. Don't give the call. But when you compare it to the rest of the game, it's like it's a one-off, which that's what I don't like. You know what I'm saying?
But then you can't say it's us. It's on the VAR and the refs, which we've all complained about, have been inconsistent these seasons and seasons prior. And it's just it's on them.
If it's one game to another game, okay, we see that all the time. But when it's inside the same game, that's when it's frustrating. Because I know Pat, you've seen it too with Arsenal. Liverpool, I'm just saying, sometimes you guys get a lot of calls go your way.
I do think they have to make it
like
black
that
and white,
offsides that we got against Spurs, with Luis Diaz was onside. What are you talking about? And there was a deciding goal.
One situation.
There you're going to go.
Okay.
It happens,
I'll pull up the rest
bro.
of the
It
times.
happens.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm just saying.
I think I had that in my back pocket.
All I'm saying is I'm not going to sit here with my head low because of how this game was played out. And I truly say there's an argument that you can say that Tottenham deserve that we're the better team at the end of the day. But
and like I said, there's so many times where there's teams that have they're getting drilled, and then the one team has one shot on target, and that just happens to be the deciding goal, the game-winning goal. It's the thing about this game. I've said so many times, like those I forgot which game it was. Like, we deserve to lose. It was a Man City game, I believe. It was like, we deserve to lose. I'm not gonna say, oh, we deserve to win. At the end of the day, if I'm gonna call it how I see it, I think We were the better team in the first half.
Nope.
Because we scored 2 of it.
No.
And then, like I said, 2-0 is the worst score. We get complacent, then you play better. You have nothing to lose. If it doesn't matter if you lose 3-0, 4-0, you're gonna lose regardless. Might as well go all out on attack. And we haven't been the best team with leads. How many times have we had leads and we ended up losing or ended up being a draw? It's just the way Liverpool's been. But at the end of the day, as a Liverpool fan, we're happy to get a win. It doesn't matter how we get. We're in 5th place now. We're trying to pick up the momentum. We're trying to be where somewhere we're supposed to belong in the top 4, or like I said, winning the league. And to be there, it's fine. Look, like we talked about Pat and the Wolves, Arsenal and Wolves, 2 own goals, and yet they win. It's the thing about this game. It sucks. At the end of the day, we win. If you would have won the same way,
Yeah,
what?
that's true.
What would have happened? What would you have said?
We deserve to win. Doesn't matter.
There you go. We deserve
will
to win.
say-
We put more goals. We put more balls in the back of the net than you did.
Tottenham is the
And that's
greatest
the
team
way
the
the
world
game
has
is.
ever seen.
I'll say
I get
I think that
No, I understand. But
I think
it
Liverpool
sucks.
were lucky to leave with all 3 points. I don't think that Tottenham deserved the win, but I think a loss is probably too
Maybe-
harsh. I think a
a
draw
draw.
probably would have been the fairest result, but you have to score the goal, and Tottenham didn't score that goal. They were this close, and I
No,
really thought that
and-
they were going to do it. I really thought that they were going to do it.
And that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, the team was applauded, by the home fans. And, compared to the rest of the season, our season has been shit.
Yeah.
But this game we didn't play great either. But is it the turn of a tide because of how we showed the spirit at the end of it? Does it seem like we have it in us? Yes, it kind of does. But does that mean we're going to change for the rest of the season? Who knows? We gotta see that out, But like I said, it might be a loss, but it's not. Like we said earlier in the episodes, there's a way of losing a game where you can feel okay about it. There's a way of losing a game where you're completely just distraught because you're like, what just happened? And this was like the earlier example where you lose a game, but you're like, okay, I can't hang my head too low because we saw this game out and there was
You
fight
guys
in us. And
you
something
guys showed fight.
that wasn't there
Exactly.
before. Yeah, exactly. And that's all I'm trying to say is like, so people are like, oh, Tottenham lose again. It's like, okay, sure, but you don't really see what really happened during the match, So that's all. I'm
Yep.
just sticking up for my team.
No, that's fine.
I
That's
kicked
fair.
them.
And like,
I kicked
it's
them
fine.
down. I kicked them a lot. Like I
I
said,
know.
I'm a hard critic. So when my team plays like shit, I call them out for it.
But
this
then again,
time,
I'm going
you know
to
what?
call it out too, is because people are saying, "Oh, Liverpool couldn't beat a 9-man Spurs." Well, it wasn't 9-man
could.
all the time. It was
but
9-man
they
in the
almost did it.
last 10 minutes of the game. So you got to read the narrative. People see the
All I'm saying
headlines of what
is-
this thing says. Oh, Liverpool beat a 9-man Spurs. Really? Well,
Maybe
you got to
Arnie's
look
not the
more
answer.
into it.
I
Maybe
will
Arnie
say-
isn't the answer.
I will say, Liverpool do have to play an away Tottenham, so there's a time for a
What are you
turnaround
talking
here.
about?
There's time for
Yeah.
a
Oh,
For,
that's probably when Spurs are going to be better because they're going to be away.
We'll have Semenyo
Oh,
at gunpoint.
yeah.
Maybe you should play with 9 men to start.
You're gonna end
Alright.
up with Marcus Rashford.
Oh god. Honestly, that was one of the transfer rumors I saw earlier, and I was like, dude, there's no
Tottenham?
way.
I would take it if I was Tottenham. It's an option. He can play
Maybe.
striker, left wing. He's got a good shot from
and,
outside of the
and
goal.
that would be
which you don't
to
have.
just to like rub it
We're
in
not allowed
Manchester
to.
United's face. Look at what I'm doing with Spurs. I think it would be a good buy.
The only reason I would say
interesting.
yes is because we have Mikey Moore on loan, who is a promising left winger. Matt Distel, who's like 20. Orderberg, who's like 21. So we have these options on the left. They're just young. So if you have that veteran go out there,
Who's a winner?
you have him for a year or two, and let these guys develop. And who knows, maybe we save ourselves some money not having to buy a left winger. And that's the tricky part when you sign these younger players.
Yep.
Like, what do you do until they get fully developed,
Yep.
This
All right, so
team.
let's just quickly recap some of the other games. So Newcastle at home draw to Chelsea. Chelsea picking up more points, however, still no wins in their past few games. Manchester City cruise to West Ham 3-0. We have Bournemouth draw with Burnley. All right.
Yeah.
We had Leeds United destroy Crystal Palace
Leeds on the
4-1.
run. Leeds are going. I think they won like what 4 in a row.
Oh yeah, Calvert-Lewin is the talk of the town right now.
Yeah, scoring.
Dominic-
He's finally scoring.
He might
I
get back
know.
into the England national team with this form, but
Some people are saying it was maybe just wrong team, but he is injury prone, and I hope
he
it
is.
does. I'm not wishing anything on him, but I hope he can keep that up.
I mean, they're playing for their coach. They're saving his ass because I think
Oh yeah,
he had until like December to save his career, and the fine form they've had, I don't think they've lost any games. They had
do
draws
think we're
and a
going to
couple
see
wins. So he's
I
safe.
think
for
we're
a
going to
bit.
see two. Yeah, I think we're seeing 2 newly promoted teams staying next year.
that'll be exciting.
Oh my God. Sorry,
We had Aston Villa with their 10th win in a row against Manchester United, who just can't get it right. And Bruno Fernandes now out for first time with a significant injury. Say it could be just a couple of weeks, but a couple of weeks is a lot for a player that hasn't missed more than 3 matches due to injury.
You know that the whole talk, I think it was last week, where he came out saying like, "Oh, the team." Yeah, his comments about the team wanting him to go to Saudi. So what they're saying is now Manchester United is going to be able to see what the future will look like without Bruno, and if they're able to perform without him, they might do what they have to push him out the club, which is kind of, I don't like the dude at all, but that's kind of shitty.
Might be a high earner. They might.
And speaking of that, Le Mans and Onana actually has a better record of what goals conceded than Le Mans by 1 goal. So they're talking about Onana was being the problem. Yeah, in like the first 16 games, who's conceded more goals. Le Mans has 17 compared to Onana's 16. So is Onana
something
the
to
problem?
keep an eye out for?
Yeah.
And then last game we had. Sorry, I lost my place. Yep. Fulham Forest. Fulham won 1-0 to Alan's delight.
Alan's favorite
I hate that team so much. I hate everything about that team. Gosh, and I wanted to like him, and I was starting to like him.
Now
you only like them because they beat Liverpool, and then after that, they still
it was
everything from
story.
Spurs.
It was a little inspirational story. Now it's just like, just go back where you came from. Jeez,
go back to the first.
So with the upcoming holiday season, the holiday fixtures, we do have 2 match weeks to have to cover for this one and make predictions and get highlight games for. I will say, and I'll apologize in advance, I will not make next episode again.
Don't apologize. That's a gift. That's a gift that keeps on giving. Yeah.
So on next Tuesday, when we're supposed to be recording, I will actually be at Arsenal Emirates Stadium watching the game against Villa. So,
and he'll be supporting Villa.
Oh, that's a great game to be at.
Yeah, we lost it in the last minute at Villa Park. So, I'm hoping for a good revenge story to bring back to you guys.
Get
and
me.
If he doesn't show up, we know why.
Tell Morgan Rogers to join Tottenham.
No, we're gonna tie him down. He's gonna stay. Actually, we don't need another number 10. We'll take it though. Get the money. All right. So for a few of the highlight games choices for this weekend, we have Manchester United at home against Newcastle United. It's a good one.
Chelsea versus Villa, which I was
Chelsea
thinking.
Villa for me.
We do have Chelsea Villa. We also have Nottingham Forest against Man City. Always a good fixture. And yeah, that Sunderland Leeds looks good too. But Chelsea Villa, you guys think? Top teams 2 and 3?
Yeah,
because
Chelsea
can stop Villa's, catching up to Arsenal, and that'll help them solidify a little more 4th place. I think that has more at stake than the other games.
All right, let's go for that one. I'm gonna go with that one. You got your Hello Kitty notebook ready, Randy?
Meow. Yes.
Meow. All right, let's do a quick.
Get me for Christmas.
Let's do a quick.
His camera fell, and I could see one of his pages. He said, "Dear Diary, please bring back our Egyptian prince."
Oh,
I couldn't read the rest.
I said, bring back
Marmouche?
Divock Origi.
Hey, Marmouche was linked to Tottenham.
I heard.
I don't think they'll get
they're
rid
not
of
going to let it. He's Holland's
It's
backup.
one of those. Yeah,
Holland's
It's
back.
one
it
of
was
those fake
uh,
stories. What are you?
yeah.
What are you? Fox News.
But it was because it was like with the Semenyo signing, it's gonna free up, or players need to be freed up, and it was like Marmouche can be one of them, or Savinho. Honestly, I would probably take Marmouche.
Marmouche
over
is
it.
great.
yeah, he's way better.
I
What-
think he's Holland's replacement though. Like if he does get injured or sub him out, Carabao Cup kind of deal.
Then why do you care? Just kidding.
They could take them all. You can have
Yeah, there
Haaland
you
if
go.
you want. Finish in 10th. All right, let's do some quick fire for
Let's
this
do it.
weekend. Manchester United at home against Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Can they both lose?
Draw 0-0.
Newcastle wins. No Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Newcastle win with Voldemade. What's his name?
Voldemade? Yeah.
He's actually really good. I
He
kind
is
of like
good.
him.
He's in my
good.
fantasy.
one of
He's in
my-
my fantasy.
He's one of
Yeah.
my candidates for newcomer of the season.
Yeah. Wait, Randy, your fantasy team or just your fantasies?
Both. Both.
He would fill
Look at
some
that
holes.
hair, bro. I
in
like
your
them
team.
tall. That's why we
No,
got
but-
Isaac.
I was kind of surprised. A lot of people were like, "Wow, that's a lot of money you're paying for him," and like you're getting rid of Isaac, like, and you're paying all this money for this player from Stuttgart. Are you
Yeah.
sure you want to do that? And now it's like, now you can see why they spent the money, and it actually paid off.
And he's
yeah.
good with both his head and his feet. He's like dual threat. He's pretty good. There you go. It's better
Yeah,
than
he is.
Alan saying
And
holes.
for-
There.
for being such a tall player, lengthy player, he actually
Very
has
physical,
a,
yeah.
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 He's almost as tall as Peter Crouch. And he in an
Oh,
interview
yeah,
he said
that's his
that
son.
people called him Crouchy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
son, bro.
All right, Nottingham Forest at home against City.
City.
City. Please.
No, come on, guys.
No, sorry.
City. I'd rather have City win than Arsenal.
Yeah, we already know what it feels like for to have City win. I can do it again.
West Ham Fulham.
West Ham's home. Draw.
Fulham.
Let's go with the draw.
Yeah, I said draw.
I think,
Yeah,
I
actually
think it's gonna be. No, you know, I think I'll go full West Ham,
okay.
but I don't think it's enough to save their season yet.
Yeah,
Brentford at home, they're pretty good. I think it's going to be a win for Brentford.
me too.
I'm gonna reject Bournemouth. Let's go Brentford.
Salty.
Because it'll be without Semenyo? Nah, that's still before the window.
Give us Ariola, and then we'll call it even.
All right, Liverpool take on Wolves. Let's see how easy it is.
Oh,
Don't worry, we only need own
Come on.
goals. We'll score.
All right.
Well, I get my predictions now?
Now I'm gonna clip them. Oh, actually, yeah. Let's go.
Let's go.
So this is
3-0.
Saturday, 10 a.m., December 27th. 10 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Mountain. Alan's gonna be hate watching. I know.
Yep.
3-0 for Liverpool.
3-0.
Oh,
And no own goals. No own goals.
Oh,
No own goals.
Mm.
We'll show you how
They're
it's
gonna-
done.
Listen, they're gonna have 11 men on the field.
That's
Are you
fine.
sure? Okay.
Don't worry.
It's not gonna be the same ref.
Don't worry, it's good. We're
Don't worry,
going
we
to show
paid
you how
more. We
we're
paid
going
all
to show
of
you
them
how
already.
to score goals, Pat. All right,
All right.
make sure they're watching. 3-0.
All right. So same time, Saturday, December 27th, 10 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Mountain. Arsenal at home hosting Brighton. I am going to be in the area, but didn't get tickets to this one, unfortunately. So I'm hoping to bring back 6 points for you guys. Share them. Just to borrow, actually borrow.
Just stay
Um,
over there.
I'm going to go Arsenal 2, Brighton 0.
Wow.
2 own goals? Okay.
Yeah. All right. What do you guys think?
A draw.
Brighton 1, Arsenal 0.
I can see that. Brighton
Hater.
can pull an upset.
There's
but I don't know,
nothing
it
behind. There's
depends.
no logic behind it. It's just optimism.
Wolves only
I
have
think
2
more
points.
realistic draw.
So Wolves have 2 points. The only 2 points that they've gotten are from Tottenham and Brighton.
Mm.
Don't worry. That's why we're
So-
not going to be the third one.
All
we're
right.
going to show you how
All
it's done.
right. All right. Flip it.
You could have
all right,
been
so-
on that. You could have. It could have been Arsenal, Spurs, and Brighton. But you're lucky.
All right, then we have Burnley at home hosting Everton. I'm gonna go Burnley.
at home versus
I'm going to Everton.
Everton. Yeah, Burnley's not that
Alright.
good. Sorry, they're already done.
All right, we have our highlight game of the week. The first one, Chelsea at home hosting Aston Villa. Fourth place hosting third place. Who's gonna catch up to Arsenal?
It's going to be a
Or City.
2-2 draw.
Thank
Yep,
you. That's
2-2.
actually great. Thanks.
Huh?
Thanks. That actually helps. Yeah, thanks.
I think
It's okay because
gonna be
City's the one.
Oh yeah.
I'm also
I
gonna
think
go
it's gonna. What,
2-2.
you're gonna go 2-2?
Yeah.
Of course you
Yeah.
Is that
Who
logic
wants-
or optimism?
A
are.
little.
That's because he's
It's
that's 'cause
delusion.
he's clenching his
Yeah.
cheeks. He's clenching his cheeks right now.
It's just a whole lot of hopeful thinking.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna say 2-1 for Villa. Villa's gonna score 2.
All right. 2-1. Actually, I think
It's just
Villa gonna
all those
win, but-
ankles are going to get hit. All those dirty tackles that Chelsea do.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And Caicedo's back, so he might.
Caicedo's
they might
back.
start the
So, yeah, so more
the red
ankles
cards
are gonna get
again.
kicked.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how Ecuadorians play. We hit them fouls hard.
All right, we have
But they're
us.
not going to get red cards. Watch.
No, nothing. Sunderland against Leeds.
Be a good game.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Just because of the way draw,
I'm gonna go
I'm
Leeds.
saying a draw.
I think I'm going to draw too because I think
Leeds are gonna go down and they're gonna
Leeds
tie it up.
Leeds
in
with their
fine form.
four goal victory over Crystal Palace this week was kind of impressive. So
Yeah,
they might be
they've
in a
good
bit of a
form.
run right now. Yeah,
I think Crystal Palace underestimated them, and that's what happened. But
that's true.
all right, and then the last game is on Sunday, December 28th, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time. Crystal
Ooh,
Palace
Mountain.
at home hosting Tottenham.
We're back.
Again.
Back to
Here we
losing.
go. Here we go. It's gonna be a
They're away. That's why they're away.
2-0 to Tottenham over Crystal Palace. I have a feeling that we're going to be
Don't trust that
missing a
feeling.
few key players, but we're going to go out there and we're going to start playing like we need to be playing. We have a whole week off. By the time we play this game, I think tactics are going to be changing. I think there's going to be some slaps on the faces and some wake-up calls. So
Xavi Simmons out.
Yeah.
Romero's out.
Romero out too. And you're still thinking 2-0?
Yeah, because Kevin Danzo coming in, he's actually really good. As I'm not saying he's really good as a starter, but he's a great backup. He can be a starter on a lot of teams. Like I said, Javi maybe being out, maybe that forces us to play a little differently. And yeah, we're away. We have a good away record, so 2-0.
All right.
Wishful thinking. Heard.
I'm just thinking.
Oh, okay, 3-0.
Oh my god. Sorry, just because you couldn't beat Wolves, don't think everyone else can.
All right, Randy.
All right. Let's see how easy it is.
Don't worry, I'll be here next episode. You know who won't be?
All right. So this is for match state 19, officially halfway.
Ooh.
Officially
Oh my
halfway.
God,
We
I feel
have
old.
let's do
you
so
gonna
we
do-
have some good game performance highlights. Sorry, go ahead.
Wait, next week is what? Oh,
I
so
didn't
you won't
even
be
look
here
at-
next episode, the 30th.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. That's the last
Okay.
day I'll be there for the
And you'll be here
We
the
got
6th.
this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing will change top of the league and
Oh, okay. All right. Wait, what?
For now.
All right.
Okay.
So what do we think for highlight game of the week? We got Arsenal Villa, should be a good one. United Wolves looks decent too.
Sunderland
Liverpool
City.
Leeds is a classic.
Yeah.
Sunderland Leeds, Brentford Tottenham, the Frank Tank custody
2?
ladder match,
We just played them too.
or Chelsea Bournemouth. What do you guys think?
To me, it's either Sunderland City or Arsenal Villa.
I go Villa and Arsenal.
What do you think?
I feel like it's gotta be it because they're second now, aren't they? No, they're third, right?
And we
Yeah,
don't know
all
what's
right.
going to happen in the week before, the games before. That could make it
Yeah.
a little much more interesting storyline.
True.
I mean,
But-
and it's a revenge match for either it's a
Yeah.
revenge match or a
Double
we got you
down.
match.
or
Yeah,
keep
double
getting
down.
spanked match. Who's your daddy?
All
Villas.
right, I'll
Ooh,
go
and you-
Arsenal, Villa.
All right.
That makes me more pressure.
You'll be watching it live.
I will be.
Ooh, the
I'll put it
first
on the
ever.
We'll make
stories
sure to
for you
watch.
guys.
We'll try to find you. Make sure you wear, your Crystal Palace shirt out.
Yeah.
Pat.
He'll be the one crying.
I'll be wearing
Yeah.
nothing. I'm running across the field. All
You're
right,
gonna
let's
be
do
a
that one.
streaker.
All right, so let's do quick fire. Burnley, Newcastle.
Burnley. I don't know.
Newcastle.
Burnley.
All right.
It's gonna be a
Newcastle.
weird one.
All right. Yeah, go Burnley too. Chelsea, Bournemouth.
Chelsea.
Contestant for highlight.
Draw.
I'm gonna go Bournemouth. They're gonna get spanked by Villa, and then they're gonna get spanked by Bournemouth. All right. Nottingham Forest against Everton.
Everton.
Draw.
Wow,
I
this
wanna see
is so
Forest. I wanna-
salty.
I want to see Forest drop to 18th.
You want
So
them to do worse than
salty.
Spurs did?
Yeah. Hey, I'm petty. Let's do this.
All right, West Ham, Brighton.
Brighton.
Oh, draw.
All right. I'm gonna skip this one here for
You know-
now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go United, Wolves.
Ooh. I think after the Wolves victory, they might not play the same.
After they beat Liverpool.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wishful thinking. Oh my god.
I think United.
Yeah.
You
me
know what?
too.
I think
draw.
the-
Let's do a draw.
The Bruno list, United
Oh,
might start
yeah.
winning.
Oh, interesting.
Do you think
does that
Cunha
mean-
strikes back against his
Does that
own
mean
team?
Kobe Mainu
Yeah, maybe
is going to be playing?
free Mainu.
I mean, they did
Kenny.
have Fletcher, legend of Stephen Fletcher playing in. So it should be
Mhm.
interesting. They did have some youth academies in the last game play.
Yeah.
all right. Crystal Palace, Fulham. This is going to be on the first day of the year, January 1st.
Crystal Palace.
Oh, the new year.
Yeah.
Is
Palace?
Semenya going to be suiting up for this game? I'll go Crystal Palace.
All right. I'm going to go Fulham. All right. Sunderland at home hosting Manchester City, the return leg. They could have won. They were the better team at Etihad, and City just got them on those counters with Holland.
It's
I
gonna
think it's going to be City again.
Nah,
it'll be
Sunderland.
City.
Yeah.
City.
Sunderland.
Of course, you want Sunderland. You don't want
Till
you
I
don't wanna
die.
catch up.
Or actually, till after this game, and then kill myself. All right, so let's go into our games. So let's start from the bottom. First game of the year. It's turning of the page for Tottenham. Maybe Brentford at
No.
home hosting their
shit.
old
Same
manager
year.
Frank the Tank. The station is ready.
I want to say 3-1.
But
We'll go 2-1.
What's-
Let's go 2-1.
Okay, humble. Okay.
Yeah, let's go 2-1.
2-1. Good luck.
Put 3-1 in parentheses.
2-1.
Yeah.
But all right, we have the same day, January 1st, Liverpool at home hosting Leeds United, who you just praised, Randy. So
Yeah.
how good are they really?
2
Not
losses
good
in a row.
enough.
Okay.
Whoa. You must be confused. We're talking about Liverpool, not Spurs. Spurs again. I mean, Liverpool. We're playing at home, so. And we're not going to try to do this the same thing that we
Keep saying
did
this.
before. No, I'm just saying because we played away, so I'm saying, okay, it's home. We should be winning it. Let's go 2-0.
Okay.
2-0.
Okay. All right. And I know you haters. So I'm going to start
Wow.
with you guys. This is a highlight game of the week. This one's going to be on Tuesday, December 30th, 3:15 p.m. Eastern Time, 1:15 p.m. Mountain Time for anyone who wants to hate watch and wants
what
to
time
ruin
in
their own
England?
day.
And what time in England?
Okay. It's a really early game, actually. Arsenal at home hosting Aston Villa. The return after the heartbreak last minute winner.
It wasn't heartbreak.
By Buendia.
It was a moment of celebration.
Right? Yeah. No, I cried. I'll let you guys go first. I want to see how much you guys are hating.
2-1 Villa over Arsenal.
Real quick.
Bring it back. I don't think it's gonna be a late game. I think it's gonna be the second goal, the game-winning goal, will be scored of like around the 70th minute, and then just gonna see it out that way.
All right.
Well,
I'm gonna get you guys. You know
what?
You know the Dr. Seuss thing 1 and thing 2. I'm gonna get you guys those shirts, but it's gonna be hater 1, hater 2.
Okay, that's fine. It's all good.
Truth.
It's all good. Well, Ray, when you don't win the league. Well, I'm gonna go with Villa 1, Arsenal 0.
Wow, clean sheet, but the other way, away, Villa away. How many games can they really win in a row? They already got 10. Come on.
Oh, don't worry about it. That's
when I'm holding the mini league trophy again, I'm gonna remind you guys about this. Arsenal's going to win 3-3.
Oh, wow. Wishful thinking. Oh, and you're talking about Liverpool against Wolves 3-0.
3-2.
3-2. You know, it's funny. I was going to go 3-2 for the other way for Aston Villa. But I was like, no.
All right.
3-2.
Yeah, I'm bringing back 6 points.
I'm bringing back 6 points. Wow.
Yep.
He's going to be bringing our 6 points because it ain't going to be coming from Arsenal.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Ready to check.
Let me know what jersey you guys want from the Arsenal Stadium. So. All right, and that's the highlight game of the week, and those are the games for the next 2 weeks. And then mid-January we start Champions Leagues again, and yeah. Wait, are you guys both out of the Carabao Cup already?
Yeah, we've went out. Yeah, you guys just made the semis. I think we're out. I don't even remember.
Yeah, that's a quick competition. All right,
I want to say we're out.
Too much to remember.
Yeah, so many competitions.
Oh yeah, we lost to Newcastle.
And I think Liverpool to Palace, right?
Yeah, fucking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
They were at home. They were at home though.
I'm gonna burn that place down. Fucking Palace.
All right.
Oh, who'd you guys draw for the FA Cup?
Chelsea, I think.
Nice. We drew Aston Villa.
Oh, nice. That's gonna be good. You gotta see how optimistic you are about their.
Oh, Alan's really optimistic.
The lossless streak, yeah.
You should have saw last
Use
week's
that same
episode
logic
when he was
for your predictions.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
He's already worried.
This is 2026 Tottenham we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I forgot.
Let's just waiting to see what our new lineup was going to look like with this transfer window. Oh, the transfer window does open up on New Year's Day.
Yep. Yep.
So you're not going to be here, so we don't have to cover Arsenal and all their.
I know exactly.
Little.
Unless they lose, then we'll cover it
team
very well.
Their tiny itty bitty London team. But yeah, we'll cover some transfer targets that we might have. Go a little bit more in depth.
All right, and that is an episode. Thank you so much for joining us again on a brand new Christmas episode of Arrivals on the Pitch. Happy holidays to everyone. Be responsible and watch all the games during your time off. And we'll be here when the crazy fixtures are over to give you our input. And don't forget to give us your input on our social media. You can follow us on TikTok and Instagram, and you can listen to these episodes on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. You can comment on all those platforms as well. Let us know what you guys want to hear, and who's gonna win the league. Now that Arsenal are top of the league at Christmas, who's gonna win it?
Tottenham is the greatest team the world has ever seen.
Man City?
Tottenham is the greatest team the world has ever seen.
I gotta say thank you to our special guest Pat for making an appearance. you know, we'll see what happens next year. Maybe we'll have another special guest, or maybe he'll become
Yeah.
permanent. We'll see.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. So, all right, I'm Pat.
and
I'm
I'm
Alan.
Andy.
Peace. Bye. Koi, 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 koi.